The best financial advice you'll ever hear. If you don't learn to control your money will eventually control you. There is financial advice that sounds impressive. And then there is financial advice that can actually change your life. Most people spend years searching for the secret to becoming wealthy. They look for the perfect investment, the perfect business, the perfect cryptocurrency, the perfect stock, the perfect opportunity. But what if the most important financial lesson isn't about what you should buy? What if it is about who you must become? Because money doesn't simply change your life. Money magnifies your habits. If you are careless with $100, you will probably be careless with $1,000. If you cannot manage $1,000, receiving $10,000 may not solve your problems. You may simply create bigger ones. That is why the best financial advice you'll ever hear is this. Stop trying to look rich and start learning how to become wealthy. There is a difference. Looking rich is about appearances. Becoming wealthy is about ownership, discipline, patience, knowledge, and freedom. And today, we're going to uncover the financial principles that can completely change the way you think about money. So listen carefully. Because one of these lessons could save you years of financial struggle. Chapter 1. Learn the difference between looking rich and being wealthy. Imagine two people. The first person earns a large income. They have expensive clothes, a new phone, a beautiful car. They eat at expensive restaurants. They constantly post their lifestyle online. Everyone thinks they're wealthy. But behind the scenes, they're drowning in debt. Their paycheck arrives and disappears. Now imagine another person. They earn less. They drive an ordinary car. They don't constantly show what they own. They live below their means. They save consistently. They invest. They build skills. They own productive assets. And slowly, quietly, their net worth grows. Who is actually wealthy? The answer is obvious. But society often teaches us the opposite. We are trained to associate wealth with appearance. A luxury car. A designer outfit. A massive house. A vacation. But wealth isn't what you can display. Wealth is what you can keep. If you earn $5,000 and spend $5,000, you may look rich. But if you earn $2,000 and consistently save and invest part of it, you're building wealth. This is one of the first mental shifts you must make. Stop asking, how can I look successful? Start asking, how can I become financially strong? Because every dollar you spend trying to impress people is a dollar you cannot use to build your future. You don't need to prove your success to strangers. You need to build a life that gives you freedom. And that leads to the next lesson. Because once you stop spending money to impress people, you finally have to confront the most important question. Where is your money actually going? Chapter 2. Know where every naira goes. You cannot control what you don't measure. Think about that. Imagine getting into a car and driving without knowing how much fuel is in the tank. You wouldn't do it. Yet millions of people live financially that way every month. Money comes in. Money goes out. And they have no idea where it went. Then at the end of the month they ask, where did all my money go? The answer is usually hidden inside dozens of small decisions. A little food delivery. A little entertainment. A little shopping. A little subscription. A little impulse purchase. A little unnecessary spending. None of them feels dangerous individually. But together, they become a financial leak. Imagine having a bucket filled with water. If there are tiny holes at the bottom, adding more water doesn't solve the problem. You must close the holes. Your finances work the same way. Before you focus on earning more, learn to manage what you already have. Track your income. Track your expenses. Know your needs. Know your wants. Know your debts. Know your savings. Know exactly what your money is doing. Because when you give every naira a purpose, you stop wondering where your money disappeared. And once you understand where your money is going, you can finally make your money work for you. Which brings us to one of the most important financial principles of all. Chapter 3. Pay yourself first. Most people follow this formula, Income expenses, whatever is left becomes savings. The problem? Usually nothing is left. Instead, reverse the formula. Income savings / investments expenses. When money enters your account, don't immediately treat the entire amount as available for spending. Set something aside first, even if it's small, because the amount matters less than the habit. If you earn 100,000 Nigerian Nairas and save 5,000 Nigerian Nairas, you've started building the identity of a saver. If you earn 500,000 Nigerian Nairas and spend everything, you've reinforced the identity of a spender. Your financial future is built through repeated behavior. Think about a seed. Nobody plants a seed today and expects a tree tomorrow. You plant it. You water it. You protect it. You wait. Then one day, something that looked insignificant becomes something powerful. Your savings can work the same way. Small amounts consistently invested and protected can become meaningful over time. So don't wait until you're rich before you start saving. Start saving so you can become financially strong. And remember, saving is not the final destination. It is the foundation. Because money sitting idle may preserve your capital, but wealth is usually built by putting money to productive use. And that takes us to the next lesson. Chapter 4. Make your money work for you. There are two ways to earn money. You can trade your time for it. Or you can build systems and assets that can produce value beyond your immediate labor. When you work a job, you exchange hours for income. That's important. But if all your income depends entirely on your physical presence and working hours, there is a limit. You only have so many hours in a day. That is why financially intelligent people eventually think beyond income. They ask, how can I make my money productive? That could involve investing, building a business, developing valuable intellectual property, or owning productive assets, depending on your circumstances, knowledge, and risk tolerance. The principle is simple. Don't let every naira you earn disappear into consumption. Some of it should help build your future. Imagine two people receive the same amount of money. Person A spends everything. Person B uses part of the money to acquire something that can potentially generate future value. After 1 year, their lives may look similar. After 10 years, they could look completely different. That is the power of compounding. Not magic. Not luck. Consistency. Time. Discipline. But there's something else you need to understand. Because investing without knowledge can turn into gambling. And that's why the next lesson may be even more important. Chapter 5. Invest in yourself before you invest your money. Before you invest thousands of dollars, invest in your mind. Learn. Study. Develop skills. Understand risk. Understand basic financial principles. Learn how businesses work. Learn how investments work. Learn how debt works. Learn how taxes affect your income. Learn how emotions influence financial decisions. Because the greatest asset you will ever own is not a stock. It is not a house. It is not a business. It is your ability to create value. If someone took away your possessions but left you with your knowledge, skills, discipline, and ability to solve problems, you could rebuild. That's why education is so powerful. A skill can increase your earning potential. Better knowledge can improve your decisions. Better decisions can improve your financial outcomes. And the more valuable problems you can solve, the more valuable you can become in the marketplace. So don't only ask, where should I invest my money? Ask, what can I learn that will make me more valuable? That question can change your financial life. But even a highly skilled person can destroy their finances through one dangerous habit. And that habit is debt. Chapter 6. Be careful with debt. Debt is not automatically evil. But irresponsible debt can become a prison. Imagine earning money every month. But before you receive it, a portion already belongs to someone else. Your salary arrives. Then payments leave. Again. And again. And again. Eventually, you're working not to build your future, but to maintain your past decisions. This is why you must understand the difference between debt that potentially helps create value and debt that simply finances consumption. Borrowing to purchase something that produces income or builds productive capacity can be very different from borrowing to buy things that lose value while generating no income. Before taking on debt, ask, will this make me stronger financially or weaker? Ask, can I comfortably repay it? Ask, what happens if my income suddenly decreases? Never allow the desire for instant gratification to steal your future freedom. Because sometimes the most expensive thing you can buy is something you cannot afford. And this leads to another powerful financial truth. Your greatest financial advantage may not be your income. It may be your ability to wait. Chapter 7: Master Delayed Gratification. We live in a world that constantly tells us, you deserve it now. Buy it now. Upgrade now. Travel now. Spend now. Pay later. But wealth often requires the opposite mindset. Wait. Save. Build. Invest. Repeat. There is a story about two young people who both received the same opportunity to earn extra money. The first immediately spent his additional income on things that made him feel successful. The second continued living almost exactly as before. His friends wondered, why aren't you enjoying your money? He smiled and said, I'm enjoying the future I'm building. Years later, the first person had memories of what he bought. The second had assets, skills, savings, and options. The difference wasn't intelligence. It was delayed gratification. The ability to sacrifice something small today for something much larger tomorrow is one of the most powerful financial skills you can develop. You don't have to become miserable. You don't have to stop enjoying life. You simply need balance. Enjoy some of your money. Protect some. Grow some. And never sacrifice your entire future for temporary pleasure. Because the goal isn't to avoid spending. The goal is to make sure your spending doesn't destroy your freedom. Chapter 8: Build multiple sources of income. One income source can be fragile. If your entire financial life depends on one salary, one client, or one business, a sudden change can create enormous pressure. That doesn't mean you need 10 businesses tomorrow. Start with one. Build competence. Then gradually expand. You might develop a freelance skill. Start a small business. Create educational content. Build a digital product. Invest responsibly. Or develop another legitimate source of income. The key is not to chase every opportunity. The key is to build valuable and sustainable income streams. Think of a tree. A tree with one weak branch is vulnerable. But a strong tree can have many branches connected to one healthy root system. Your financial root system should be knowledge, discipline, skills, savings, good decisions. Build those first. Then your income opportunities can grow from them. But there's still one enemy that can destroy even a strong financial foundation. Your emotions. Chapter 9: Never let emotions control your money. Fear, greed, envy, impatience, panic. These emotions have destroyed countless financial decisions. You see someone making money and suddenly feel behind. You invest without understanding what you're buying. The market falls. You panic. You sell. The market rises. You buy again because you're afraid of missing out. And the cycle continues. Financial success requires emotional discipline. You must be able to say, I don't understand this, so I won't invest in it. You must be able to say, everyone is doing it, but I don't have enough information. You must be able to say, I can afford it, but I don't need it. And sometimes the most powerful financial decision is simply no. No to impulse. No to pressure. No to comparison. No to unnecessary debt. No to get-rich-quick promises. No to financial decisions made from fear. Because protecting your money is just as important as earning it. And now we arrive at the final lesson. The lesson that ties everything together. Chapter 10: Think long-term. This may be the best financial advice of them all. Stop asking how to get rich quickly. Start asking how to become wealthy slowly and sustainably. There is no guaranteed shortcut to wealth. There are people who become wealthy quickly. But you cannot build your financial plan around luck. Build around principles. Earn more. Spend wisely. Save consistently. Avoid destructive debt. Invest according to your knowledge and risk tolerance. Build valuable skills. Protect yourself from scams. Stay disciplined. Think long term. Repeat. Imagine what happens if you follow these principles for 10 years. Not 10 days. Not 10 weeks. 10 years. Your knowledge can grow. Your skills can grow. Your income can grow. Your savings can grow. Your investments can potentially compound. Your network can grow. Your confidence can grow. And most importantly, your choices can grow. Because true wealth isn't simply about owning expensive things. True wealth is having options. The option to leave a bad situation. The option to help your family. The option to pursue meaningful work. The option to handle an emergency without collapsing financially. The option to say no. The option to live according to your values rather than constantly being controlled by money. That is the real goal. Not looking rich. Not impressing strangers. Not proving anything. Freedom. Final message. So if you remember nothing else from this video, remember these words. Spend less than you earn. Save before you spend. Invest in your knowledge. Build valuable skills. Be careful with debt. Make your money productive. Control your emotions. Avoid get-rich-quick thinking. Think long-term. And most importantly, become the kind of person who can handle wealth before you receive it. Because money doesn't automatically make you disciplined. Money doesn't automatically make you wise. Money doesn't automatically make you free. You must learn how to manage it. You must learn how to grow it. You must learn how to protect it. And you must learn when enough is enough. One day, you may look back and realize that becoming wealthy didn't begin when you earned your first million. It began when you changed the way you thought about your first naira. It began when you stopped asking, "What can I buy?" and started asking, "What can I build?" It began when you stopped trying to impress people and started investing in your future. It began when you understood that every financial decision is a vote for the person you are becoming. So make better decisions. Start small. Stay consistent. Keep learning. Keep building. Keep your eyes on the long term. Because your future self is watching what you do with the money you have today. And perhaps the best financial advice you'll ever hear is this. Don't work your whole life just to afford a life you never had time to enjoy. Build wealth. But also build wisdom. Build income. But also build character. Build assets. But also build relationships. Build your future. Because the ultimate goal isn't simply to have more money. The ultimate goal is to have more freedom, more choices, more peace, and more control over the direction of your life. This is your financial journey. And it starts with one decision. Make your next financial decision better than your last one. Thank you for watching Psychology of Success. If this video brought you value, subscribe, like, and share it with someone who is committed to growth. Remember, success is not something you find, it's something you build, one decision at a time. Because the future belongs to those who take action today. Master your mind. Transform your life. I'll see you in the next lesson. Master your mind. Transform your life.